A new live TOTS upgrade is Alpha Evos, and I don't think they want you to use it on anyone other than defenders. It seems very defender sided. Even the face model is a defender, and I also don't think you should use it on the high tier players. You can use this on midfielders like Bruno and Luka Modric, which that's up to you. Make it a 94 or 95 because you can do that. But I do think this is more geared toward defenders, center backs, and wingers, and again more defensive midfielders. Yes, you can play Luka and you can play Bruno, in a more defensive way. But I personally feel like this is something good for these lower tier cars, not the higher tier cars, because they'll make the lower tier cars more playable, which I think is a better idea. Is make the lower tier cars more playable than making higher tier cars just kind of better. One upgrade, when it comes to a 95, 94 going to 95, it's not that big of a deal in my opinion. But going from a 91 to a 92 could be a bigger improvement if you're trying to get someone into your team. Again, like I said, when it came to my Leia Alexandri review, her being a 91, I don't see her being someone who gets into someone's team. But her going to a 92 and then having those +2s when it comes to her upgrades, if she completes the objectives, now she's going to be at 94. So that's what you're looking at. You're looking at these 91s who, if they get the upgrades, become 94, which is to me massive. And again, if Bruno and Luka get theirs done, and you give them this Evo where they go from 94 to 95, then they get those pluses. They go from 95 to 97. So again, there can be some crazy things here that you can work with this, but I'd be more interested in seeing how it works. I'll be more interested in doing it with people who aren't the high tier cars. That's just my opinion. So here's my top cars that could go into it. We have more than these people, but they're the ones who fit what the game's looking for. Like I said, I do have more, so we can go and look. Yes, we do have Ramirez, but her pace makes her ineligible. You have to have max 93 pace. We also have, trying to see, Morgan Weaver barely just made this because she's 92 instead of 93. Odomini doesn't make it because he's not a live TOTS team in season. BR doesn't make it because he's also not a live TOTS. This is only for like the live TOTS. So if you have your red cards, won't be going into this. So let's look at Footbin to see how a lot of other things are going. So Footbin shows you, Bruno. Obviously, I think Bruno's definitely going to be the most popular one to go with. Again, for me, I'm probably going to go with like Alexandria because I don't have anyone in the midfield who I'm improving. You could say, well, just wait until maybe you pack Bruno. I don't know if I want to wait long to try to pack someone. That's not a guarantee that I pack them, right? When I have players who I can improve right now who are already in my team, you should hold on to Eagles if you want to. And see if you get lucky. I'm not going to buy Bruno. I don't have that kind of coin. I have 33,000 coin. But for me, in my opinion, I want to improve people who are in my team. Leia is in my team. So let's look at the popular and let's look at who the players are eligible. So Luka, Bruno, Santos. It's pretty decent, honestly. Romero, who I think is probably the best center back in the game, right? Not in the game, but like out of the live TOTS options, I think he's the best center back. If I had him, I put him into it to get him to 93. That potential of Tottenham getting 2 wins and then scoring 8 goals in 4 games. Maybe he goes up to a 94 and 94, 95 with this increase. They just put out Lucas Vasquez SBC, so you can also put him into it. He literally at 93 pace, he just made the cut. So that make him into a 92. Real plays Barcelona today, say it's Sunday, so they might get one of their 2 wins today. So again, looking at someone who if you put him through the upgrade, he'll be 92. You get the upgrades for the objective that'll make him a 94. Same thing applies to Leia. Looking at her at max 94 if all things go well. Then you have some of the lower people. I think again Mikel, people are high on him. I'm high on Morgan Weaver. The Thorns just won yesterday. They won I want to say 4-1 or 5-1. They already have they're already halfway when it comes to the goals and all halfway when it comes to the game. So I think she's guaranteed to get those 2. To be honest with you, like she's going to go up to a 91. This upgrade make her to a 92. With all the things being said and done, then you have Albert, Costa, Rafa, and Otamendi. We have Otamendi as a red border, so we can't put him into it. So I think the most popular ones are going to be Modric, Fernandez, and Romero. That's who I think is going to be put into it. I will also see people doing basic as well. So I think if when it comes to the meta choices, Modric, Bruno, Romero, basic, as well as Loftus Cheeks, I see those as being the meta choices. The fan choices, I see it being Lucas because Real Madrid, Weaver for me personally because I like NWSL and Portland Thorns, Leia for me personally, as well anyone who's running a Manchester City team. If you run a Manchester City team, none of these cards other than Leia is Manchester City, so that would be a good one for you if you're running a Man City team. So yeah, let's look at the popular. It'll probably just confirm what I've already said. Yeah, Loftus Cheeks, Modric. I don't know how to pronounce his name. I'm not gonna try to butcher it. Basic. I could see. I'd imagine the reason why Bruno's lower because I don't think that many people have Bruno. He's 2.7 million, so he's gonna be lower just via people not having him. But I can see him as because it's only 140 in the afternoon, so. As the day goes on, Bruno's gonna jump up. I'm actually kind of surprised to see Weaver getting as high. I think people are because again she's well statted, so I can kind of imagine people are looking at her and like, okay, they won yesterday. She's definitely probably going to get those 2 boosts. So again, a 92 left wing could be very, very nasty. And then Leah, as I said, that's probably what I'm gonna put into it. We'll look at both Weaver and Leah in game to see. I'm more personally into like improving my defense than I am improving my wingers, especially because again, even as she is, even with the improvements, Weaver probably won't make it to my like actual starting lineup because I've been running the 4-3-2-1. She can't play forward. She doesn't play left wing and left mid. So if you run my 4-2-4, then sure she gets into that obviously. See, let's look at how the 2 who I would use in game. You do whatever you want. It's your game. If you want to go meta, then you're looking at Bruno, you're looking at Loftus Cheeks, you're looking at Modric, you're looking at Besic, and you obviously look at him as well if you're looking because he plays Liverpool, so you look at the ones who are playing for popular teams. Those will be the meta choices as well because just how the meta is. So the work you got to put into it, the first one to play 4 games of squids or either the comp modes, win 3 games of squids or the comp modes. And then challenge 2, play 4 games of championship rivals, and then 4 wins of squids or comp mode. So free evo where you don't have a lot to do. Let's look at Leia inside of it. So the first one will increase her passing, increase her defending, increase her physical, giving her as well a regular long ball play style. Again, this is why I say like I feel like this is better for people who are playing on the defensive players who are playing midfield. This is why I also will put Weaver into it. Weaver is I don't really see Weaver as being someone who I need to play on defensively. If I'm playing like a 4-4-2, maybe because you have someone on that left side come back on defense. Then for the second upgrade, +1 for passing, +1 for physical, +2 for dribbling, and +1 for defending. Again, almost no offensive things being increased here. Your pace is being increased with this. Neither is your shooting. So I think that again that makes her looks very, very solid. Again, if you have like an anchor on her, that's making her defense and her physical look insane. If you have a shot on her, that defense is gonna be pretty much maxed out, and her pace is gonna be like at least 96. So it's like she's gonna look pretty freaking good. And again, this is a live card, so I'm trying to read the top of it. It says note that live TOTS upgrades will still apply to Evo. So letting you know that even when you put this Evo in, they still will get their upgrades if they get upgraded. Yeah, I think she looks good. So let's look at Weaver. I mean, I could look at all of them just to show you, but let's look at the ones that I care about. Again, this is just honestly, if I did put this on Weaver, this will take her in from being I can remove the engine and then put like a shadow on her to max out her pace and get her shooting higher. So there is that, and that's what press proven will be good for her as well. Press was very underrated. So yeah, it actually could be a good upgrade for Weaver if I want to remove, because I have her engine on her now because her passing and dribbling isn't as high as I want it to be. So this will actually make it to where I don't need engine on her. We could run something that improves her shooting, and that will make her a little bit nastier as a left wing. It would be nicer if this actually if there's like one that can add another position to her, because again I feel like her only being left wing and left mid makes her a little limited when it comes to April players. April players, I feel like you want people who are versatile enough to play any of the 4 positions. So I have a choice to make. It's either going to be Morgan or it's either going to be Leia. I'm leaning towards Leia. but you know, honestly, it could also end up being Weaver. I guess we can look at Mikhail and Gin as well, because Gin is part of a free objective, so you're if you want him, you're guaranteed to get him. Again, at max, you're looking at someone who's going to have 91 passing, 89 dribbling, 88 defense, and 95 physical. That physical increase looks really nice. Again, you throw an anchor or a shadow on him. Anchor if you want to go more box to box, shadow if you want to be more defensive. And then Mikhail, kind of he again, someone who if you can have him being your CDM when it comes to like those kind of stat line. Mikhail looks really good in my opinion when it comes to midfielders. So yeah, y'all make it your choice yourselves. I'm not going to tell you who you should do, who you shouldn't do. That's your choice. I'm not that kind of person. I'm not the kind of person who says you have to do this if you want to do. Choose who you want. I'm gonna choose who I want. I know someone's be like, you shouldn't do that, you shouldn't do this. I'm gonna do what I want to do. It's my game. I have fun my way. I have fun putting evos on people who I actually like and use. I want to play teams that I actually like and use. So I'll catch you guys on the next one. Y'all stay safe. Be kind to another B-boy news game Archer. I'll see you when I see you. I'm out of here. Deuces.